Hi guys, so welcome to our module D, the fourth module in this program. So I hope you'll all be able to see the screen. So we are going to be starting this module with a recap of what we have done so far. I just wanted to briefly go over the key points of our modules A, B, and C, so that you get an idea of what we have studied so far, and then we'll go for newer concepts. So this is essentially where we started. If you see, the left column is the topic, the middle column is the details of that topic, and the notes of what we did. So we started with verbs. In the very first module A, we said that your team names, individual team names, are verbs. So that's very important. So as much as possible, just try to learn the verbs, which are the verbs in Kashmiri. So you will get a lot of information about the language from the verbs itself. And then we learned about rule number 1. What was that? That standalone verb itself conveys a lot of meaning in the language. Yep. Ayush is raising a hand. Yeah, Ayush, please go ahead. Unmute yourself.
No, I don't have any doubt. It just happened on mistake.
Okay, great. That was the first module about verbs. Then we also talked about rules 2 and 2 complement. So rule number 1 was standalone verb itself has a lot of meaning, and rule number 2 and 2 complement, they were vice versa of each other. So what was that? A verb and a noun has a meaning as well. A noun and a verb has a meaning as well, right? So that was rule number 2 in the language. Then in module B, we talked about tenses, tense table. That's the only thing you need to remember in the language. So you just need to know your verbs. So as much as possible, try to get verbs from, when you're talking at home to your parents or grandparents, just try to get verbs from them. Okay, what is this verb? What does that mean? Coming in, going out, sitting down, eating, drinking. So what do all these verbs mean? Just try to remember them. And then go back to your tense table and the tips that I have told you in that module B, wherein you see the present, the past, first person, second person, right? So we have seen that in the module B. If you have any doubts, you can go and check back the recordings. That has all the details about the tense table and how to remember that. Then we moved on to subject pronouns in the same module. B, we talked about subject pronouns. Subject, so I, me, you, him, her, right? So that was toy, whom, yum, us, we, together, right? That's subject pronouns. Then in the last module, last class, module C, we talked about possessive pronouns, which shows possession of a subject. The subject possesses an object, right? So that was mine, his, hers, ours, right? So myon, chon, tuhund. Tuhund is more respectful than chon. Yuhund, temsun, wimsun, and then son, ours, right? So that is possession. And then we talked about a little bit of vocabulary. I gave you vocabulary words, which had assignments as well. And all of you have submitted your assignments. That's very nice. And then we also went through rules 3. What was rule 3? Subject pronoun, which you learned earlier, plus a verb plus a noun also forms a sentence. And then we talked about rules 4 and 4 complement, wherein we introduced the concept of a preposition and a verb. A preposition plus verb and vice versa also helps you in framing your own sentences. So that is essentially what we have gone through so far in all the modules A, B, and C. And your assignments also have been wherein you have yourself created sentences. And I'm very happy. I've seen a lot of your submissions, and you come up with very nice sentences. Although there are some mistakes in there, but that is expected. And I'm really happy that you guys have started framing your own sentences. And that was the whole idea of the module, that you should be able to come up with your own sentences rather than just we'll giving you some sentence and you just writing them out. Okay, great. So now let's move on to this module, today's class. Any questions so far? Great.
No.
So we'll be talking about verbal qualifiers now. So verbal qualifiers is another concept of verbs. So you will notice that verbs, the word verb is a very important one, right, in the language. Everything all revolves around the verbs. You know, we talked about the verbs, we talked about the rules, the tense table, the vocab, um, and other rules as well. They're all centered around the verbs. That's the reason I have given your team names also as verbs, so that you remember the verbs. And verbal qualifiers is another concept wherein you take a verb and you add a qualifier at the beginning or end, mostly at the end of the verb, and it changes the tonality of that verb. So what do I mean by that? Let's take an example of this table. So we have a table here which shows all the verbs on the leftmost column. Then the qualifiers will be adding to that verb at the end. And then how it changes the tonality of that verb. The verb की जो खासियत है वो change हो जाती है. So उसका meaning जो है that is depends on that qualifier then what is added to the verb. So verb is the same, just by changing the qualifier at the end you will be changing the tonality of the verb. So for example, let's talk about the team number A. A is un. Un was the verb for team number A. So now these are the qualifiers in the middle column. Un, s, un, t, anta, antai, antav, anu, ani, anba, anbi, antam, onum, right? So that is, I'm just adding these qualifiers at the end of the verb an. An, s. So what does that tonality give you when you add a s qualifier to the verb? It gives a statement or a fact. It's a statement. Answer. So somebody says, you want to have Maggie, that you ask him, like, hey, Maggie, answer Maggie, answer. So that means, yeah, statement or a fact. Please give it to me. Then, ant. Ant shows an indifferent attitude. So he says, like, hey, Maggie, you say, Ad kya? Ant. So I don't care whether you give it to me or not. If it is there, you give it to me. Otherwise, I don't care. Right? So, un is the same, verb is the same, but just adding a qualifier to it changes the tonality completely. The first one is a statement which says, yeah, please give it to me. Another one is, I don't care. And the third one, third qualifier, has ta, taif, tav. So that's a male female counterpart and a respectful counterpart. So male, female, and respectful. It's a request. Anta. You're requesting somebody, mostly a younger one. Anta. Hey, Anta Maggie. So get it, give it to me. Get it. If it's a girl, Anta Maggie. Chale, Kuri kas Maggie an. Anta Maggie. If it's somebody respectful, Aintav Maggie. Aintav. So the verb is the same, the qualifier changes. So the fourth one is a command. You're commanding somebody, usually a younger one. Anu, you're adding a u. Anu, hey Anu, so Anu Maggie. Okay, go get it. Guys, see any Maggie, it's a female, male, female counterpart. Any Maggie. So you're commanding that person, go and get Maggie for me. So you can see the same verb is the same, but the tonality completely changes when you add these qualifiers. The fifth one is frustrating. You're frustrating, you're giving up. You're saying, "Asa anba Maggie, asa gas." So he's forcing you to have Maggie. Adke anba Maggie. Okay. So you're giving up, frustrating. Okay, give it to me. Anba anbi, right? Then the sixth one is antam. That's a desire. It shows he's really, that person wants Maggie. So he says, hey, Antam Maggie, please, gas Antam mai. So give it, you please go get it for me. It's a desiring. And then the last one is expectation. Anum, gas Anum, Sanum, Antam, Anum, right? So that is expectation. So similarly, team B, verb was be. Same thing. Bes, bet. Ad kya bet? So he's indifferent whether he will sit or not. He says, Idin bemab. Shall I sit here? Ad kya bet? So he says, okay, you sit. It's your wish. I don't care. Then behta. Behta hai behta vanitin. So you're requesting him. Hey, behta hai vain. Please sit down. You're asking some girl to sit down. Byuhu. So byuhu is a command. Byuhu. Yeah. Yeten byuhu. So you're asking that person. Hey, yeten vihi. So you're asking her. It's a more of a command, not very respectful way of saying, but people say that. Then behba, behbi is frustrating. Okay, you're giving up. Behtam is a desire. Behtam yeten. Yeten behtam. So you're desiring that that person should sit next to you. Okay, so ch. Similarly, ch. Chassa. Chassa. Here, chassa chai is a statement. Valsa chassa chai, right? So it's a statement, a fact. Come and have your chai. Somebody says, Bichama ye chai. Shall I drink it? Ad kya? You say, ah, yes. Chat. So you don't care whether he drinks or not. Ad kya chat? You're adding that qualifier. Chata, request. Here, chata vain chai. So please finish your tea. It's being here for a long time. Hey, chata vain chai. Mate kathma kar che chai. So don't talk. Drink your tea. Cho, cho, and chai. ये फोर्थ वाला जो है उसमें थोड़ा चेंज हो जाता है द क्वालिफायर u and e, the verb changes a little bit, but others it remains the same. Cheba, chebi, frustrating. Chatam, chum, chum, expectation. Right? So similarly, this, dit, dita, dyu, diba, dibi, ditam, dim. Any questions on this? Can you unmute yourselves? Let's go through the next one. Ye is
No.
come. Ye means come, right?
Yeah.
So now what will be the first one? Qualifier?
Sir.
Huh? Ye,
Sir.
yes, sir. Correct?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir means the statement. Have valsa yes, sir, you. Correct? All of you say it loud. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Add the qualifier, sir. Next one is the. So add the qualifier to the verb. Ye, yet. Correct. Yet. Ad, he says, Yima, shall I come? Your indifferent attitude. You say, Ad kya? Yet. You don't care whether he comes or not. Yet. Right? Now the third one. What will be the third one? Ye, ta. Yita. Yita. You're requesting that person. Yitai. It's a girl. Feminine. You're saying yitai. Yita. Yitai. What is the command aspect वाला ये का क्या होगा command में? You. Wala you will come here. Wala you are asking the feminine part. You and ye. ये sixth one क्या होगा? Next one ba. ये qualifier. ये ba. ये ba. ये be. So frustrating, right? Giving up. Then yitam. Yitam is a desire. Ye and tam. Then adding tam to it. And then yum your expectation.
Yes.
Are you guys following this?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So now let's go to the next one, which is turn, fear, sir. Fear, sir. Correct? That's the first qualifier. Next one will be fir,
No.
firt. Other firt. Somebody says, firai atmans. Shall I pour it in? Other firt. It is your wish. You don't care. You're saying atmi firt. Fir. Third one is firta. Hai wala firta hi atmans. Come here and you pour this into the tumbler. Firta. Firtai. You're asking a girl. Firtai. Firtau. Respectful. Firtau. That's the qualifier. The third qualifier. Firtau. And the fourth one is command. You're commanding. How? In the verb. What will be the command for the fir verb?
Firu.
Firu. Correct. Yeah, firu. Yeah, wala you. Firu yatmus. You pour this here. And if it's a girl, hey, firi yatmus. Firi. You're commanding that person. Frustrating. You're giving up. Firba. Hey, firba. Okay, so he's not doing it correctly. Aapka firba yatmus. And firbi. You're frustratingly giving up. Yeah. Firtam. The desire. Please pour this in. I desire that you pour this into the tumbler. Firtam. Hey, firtam. Firtam yatmus. Jai firtam. Firu. Expecting. He's expecting. Firu. Firun. Gind. What will be Gind ka statement?
Indisha.
Gindsa. Very good. Gindsa. Next one. Gind.
Ginta.
Gindat.
Gindta.
Ginta.
Gindta. Correct. And then third one is requesting. Gindta. Yeah, Gindta wine message.
Ginta.
Gindta wine message football. Gindita wine acid cricket. We are respectful. What is the command aspect?
Gindu.
Gindu. Yeah, wala. Gindu ye. Chess Gindu message. Wala Gindi
Gindi
message.
also.
Wala Gindi message badminton.
Yeah.
Right? Gindi. You're commanding somebody. Then you're frustratingly giving up. Gindba.
Gindba.
He's not letting you play, and then he says somebody's annoying you. Valsa Gindba. Gindba Tsui Gindba. Okay, you do it. I'm frustratingly giving up. Gindbi. Okay, the qualifier. So that's the qualifier. Is the verb is the same, just adding the qualifier, changing the tonality of the verb. Then the next one is Gindtam. Is the desire.
Yeah.
Gindtam. And then Gindum. Gindum. Yeah, expectation. Any questions?
No.
Yeah, good. So let's do it again together now. One by one, we will go through these verbs. Okay, each one of you. Let's start. Let's start. Who will go first?
Me?
Ayush?
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Okay, you go first then. You take the verb pak and add the qualifiers.
Okay. First one will be paksa.
Very good. Paksa.
Pakta.
Pakt. Correct. Indifferent. Pakt. Correct. Then?
Pakta.
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 Requesting. Hai pakta wine. Hai paku wine jaldi. Pakta wine. You're requesting. And then paktai.
Paktai.
You're requesting a girl. Then command.
Paku.
Paku. Hai paku yor. Paku hor. Then
Paki.
Hai paki. Paki wala jal jal. Command. You're commanding that person to come. Walk past.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pakba.
Pakba. Pakba wine. That's frustrating. Hai pakba. Pakbi.
Pakbi.
Adbi pakbi wine. Okay. You're frustrating.
Paktam.
Paktam. Your desire. Hai paktam. Paktam wine. Paktam wine. You're desiring. And then pakum.
Pakam. Pakum.
Pakum. Yeah. Okay, let's go next one. Very good,
Pakum.
Ayush. Let's go next one.
Thank you.
Next one, Anisha. Let's go with A for Anisha.
Yes.
So door is run. So what will you add the qualifier door?
Sir.
Doors. Have also doors. Statement. Yeah. Very good. Then next one.
Dorta.
Doors. You're indifferent. Adikya doors. I don't care. You run or you don't run. It doesn't matter to me. Doors. Next one.
Dorta.
Dorta wine. You are requesting. Hai dorta wine. Very good. You're requesting. Next one.
Dori.
Dori. Yeah. And Doru. Right? So him or her. Yeah, Doru. Bola jaldi Doru. So run fast. You're commanding. Dori. Correct. Very good. Next one.
Dorba.
Dorba. You're frustrating. Adbi Dorbi. You're giving up. Dorba. Dorbi. Desire.
Dortam.
Dortam. Well, Dortam. Putantain. Please come and run till there. Dortam. Your desire. Very good. Next one.
Dorum.
Dorum. Correct. Expectation. Very nice, Anisha. Okay, let's go the next one. G. Gunjan. So which is the verb? Gunjan, which is your verb? So what will you add? Tonality, qualifiers? Gunjan, can you hear us? Hold on, I think Gunjan is having some problems. Hold on.
Dad, गुंजन दीदी का माइक्रोफोन नहीं चल रहा.
Okay. Maybe Muskan can go next. In the meantime, Gunjan can fix her microphone. Muskan, can you hear us? I can't hear Muskan as well. No, Muskan's microphone is muted. Let me unmute her microphone. No, it seems Gunjan's and Muskan's I'm not able to hear. So let's do this one more time from, let's go this time. Hold on, somebody's on the chat. My mic is not working. Okay, yeah. So Muskan's mic is not working, and I think Gunjan's mic is also not working. Okay, so no problems. So Anisha, can you go the next which? Can you do this one, and then Ayush will do the sleep one, the shonk one. Anisha, you do the which.
Anushka wants to do the which.
Okay, Anushka is there. Anushka, do the which one.
Yeah, yes. What's the?
Very good.
What's the?
Which the indifferent. Very nice.
What's the?
Which the requesting.
And what's the? What's the?
Which correct. Which the? Hey, which the yorkun? You're requesting him. Hey, which the yorkun? You're requesting her.
Dad.
Very good. Yeah, Ayush.
Dad.
Yeah, just
Wait,
a minute. Just a minute, Anushka. Yeah.
Gunjan Didi's doubt is difference between and un used in the expectation tonality.
Okay, sure. I'll go through that. Anushka, complete your which the fourth one command. Which who, correct.
Then which who and which he.
Which he, correct.
Excuse
very nice.
me. Then which ba.
Correct.
And which be.
Very nice. Very good.
Then which them.
Very good.
Which whom and which whom.
Which whom? Which whom?
And which whom.
Which whom? Very good. Which whom? Them is to which whom. So that is the which whom and which whom. These are two expectations of something. So you are expecting to see somebody. You are saying, "Hey, me show buvucham, buvuchamsu, buvuchamsu." You are expecting buvucham, buvuchansu. Yeah. Ayush?
Yeah.
Can you go with the sleep one? Shong.
Okay. Shongus.
No, shongs. Shong. Shongs.
Okay. Shongs.
That's a statement. Hey, shongsa eaten.
Shongs.
Asking somebody to sleep here. Yeah, well say shongsa eaten. Sleep here. Okay. Then next one.
Shongs.
Shongs. So you're indifferent. He says, shall I sleep here?
Yeah.
You don't care if he sleeps here or there. Adhya. Shongs. Right?
Yeah.
That's indifferent.
Shongta and Shongtai.
Yeah, shongta eaten. Sleep here. Hi, Shangi eaten. Shongta eaten. Sleep here. Correct?
Yeah.
What's the command aspect?
Shongu.
Shongu. Correct.
Shongu. Shongi.
Shongi. Shangi agent. Wala Shangi agent. Yeah. Wala you. Shangu agent. Sleep here. They're commanding that person.
Shongba.
Yes, giving up. Shongba. He's not sleeping at all. That means
Shongbi.
baby is not sleeping. Yeah, Shongba. Shongba. Shongbi. Correct.
Shongbi.
Correct. Frustrating.
Shongtam.
Correct. Desire.
Shongum.
Shongun. Mechu Shongun. I'm expecting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shongun. Mechu Shongun. I think the question that Gunjan has, the difference between and un, I think I'm just getting the timeout notification, 10 minutes remaining. Okay. So the difference is very subtle here. Shongun, Mechu Shongun. So just go with the second one. I think I'll correct this slide. I think this the nerve part jo hai na, that mostly that one is used. Dorun, pakun, wuchun. So expectation. So you wala jo first wala hai, just disregard that. I think it's a mistake in the slide. The expectation is actually just the un part. Shongun, byuhun, wuchun, dorun, pakun, ranun, wathun. Okay. So just the un part, the second wala, that is the expectation. Yeah. So उसी तरह what का क्या होगा? What's watta, wattai, wathu, watba, watbi, wattam, desire. So waking that person up. Wathun, Michu wathun, paga. So you're expecting to get up tomorrow early. Michu wathun paga sulli. I'm going to get up early morning tomorrow. Yeah. And then same thing is for run. Run means cook. Statement is ransa. Ransa as Rogan Josh. So today you must cook Rogan Josh. As ransa Rogan Josh. It's a statement or a fact. Rant. Mama says, shall I make Rogan Josh? As kya rant. You don't care. You don't like Rogan Josh anyways. So you don't care. Rant. Ranta requesting. Ranta rantai. Ranu commanding somebody. Ranu. Hey Ranu. Ranu Rogan Josh. Commanding. Rani Rogan Josh, commanding that person. Ranba Rogan Josh, frustratingly giving up. Ranbi Rogan Josh. He says, no, Rogan Josh is very important. You have to eat it. Ad kya? Ranba, Ranbi. So you have to, okay, give up. Okay. Rantam, desire. And Ranun, expectation. I'm expecting that I will cook. So Ranun, Michu Ranun, Rogan Josh, Paga. Okay, I hope these qualifiers are clear. This is very important. So just you have to remember the qualifier. So what are important are the verbs. So as much as possible, remember all the verbs that I have given you, and then remember the tense tables, the qualifiers. These are the two tables you have to just memorize these two tables, the tense table and the qualifier table. Yeah, and that is how we will be using the qualifiers to change the tonality. So some more qualifiers. Yeah, these are some more qualifiers. But I think we don't have enough time for this class. I got a message that will be running short of time in another 5 minutes. So I quickly go through this slide. We will not go to each student like we did for the first two slides. So this is a qualifier. So the verb is ke. Qualifier is ma. Khama. So you're asking for permission. Shall I eat it? Khama, khama, Rogan Josh. Do you allow me to have it? Khav. Next one is khav. So verb is khe, khav. Shall we? Shall we? Collective permission. So you're asking for permission. Khamav. It's kham Rogan Josh. Kham v. So that is important. The v sound is important. Kham Rogan Josh is collectively. We will. second person. Kek, Rogan Josh. Kek, kek. So will you have Rogan Josh? Kya is the verb. Kek Rogan Josh. Kekha Rogan Josh. तो kekha Rogan Josh. ये third person में ये kya Rogan Josh. Will he have Rogan Josh or she have Rogan Josh? Will she have Rogan Josh? ये kya Rogan Josh. So yeah, kya is a third person permission. Khetha, first person. Yeah, Khetha. Khetha Rogan Josh. Kheham is a threat for second person. Second person. So Kheham Rogan Josh. So Kheham Rogan Josh. Ye Kheyam Rogan Josh. It's a threat. Kheyam Rogan Josh. Right? So let's go to the take part here. So he means eat, he means take. He. Hema, shall I have food? Hema, Bahema, but shall I have rice? Hema, you're asking for permission, first person. Hema, but sorry, this is the second one is the collective. Ham, but somebody's on a chat, hold on. Yeah, Ayush is reminding me of the assignment. That's right, Ayush. Before the class ends. Actually, I had a few more slides and the assignment would come afterwards. But since I had a notification that the class might end soon because of Zoom's 40-minute limit. Assignments are essentially, you're going to use this qualifier table, the qualifier table that we went through, and you have to come up with sentences. The same, it remains the same as the first two assignments. You have to come up with sentences for this week as well, using these qualifiers and the tables provided. Just come up with small sentences. Yeah, so that is your assignment, 10 sentences. So let's continue with this table. This one, the second part, the second table, the first one was easy. The second one is a little tricky. So just bear with me on this one. So let's go again for the he part. Hema, you're asking for permission. Hema bat. Hem bat. Shall we take it? The hek bat. Will you take it? Who heya bat. Will he take it? He or she, third person. Het, he, who, b, he, but, s, hem, but, who, hem, but. He will have. Yeah. Muskan's question is, which slide of qualifiers should we use to make sentences? I would prefer you go with the first slide, the one that we showed, this one, not the first one. Sorry, not this one, this one. This is a little easier one. Yeah? Either this one or this one, because they are the same. So slide number 5 and slide number 7. You can use these to come up with sentences. Yeah, and because this slide number 9 is a little bit difficult. I might have to go through this in the last module next week again, this slide, because this is a little tricky. This is a little difficult qualifiers. These qualifiers are a little tricky ones. Yeah, somebody has a question on chat. Just hold on. Which slide? Okay, yeah, so 10 sentences. Yeah, so we got through that. Correct. So 10 sentences you have to make. Next verb is cud, remove. Cud, kada. Kada, you're asking permission. Kada I never. Shall I take it out? Ye kursi kada bu never. You're asking for permission. First person. Kada ye never. Us kada ye kursi never. That is the collective. Kada. Us kada. As the second row in the column. The third one is kadkha. So kadkha ye kuris never. Will you take it out? Will you? Second person.